Hey, everybody, welcome to PEP Talk, the podcast that gives you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. We take these complex medical and health conversations that you're having in your daily life or you're seeing on your social media feed, and we make them simple. We break it down into simple action steps and solutions. And if we can, we give you a little pep talk to pep you up, to give you some motivation, inspiration, and some guidance on what you can do to help your health and help your family's health. Folks, knowledge is power, but taking that knowledge and applying it to your life, that's wisdom. And we want to help you be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm your host, Dr. Eric Naputi. I'm going to take you on this journey today. We're going to be talking more about peptides again today. And I want to talk to the guys today and the gals, but guys, listen up. How peptides can transform your health, especially men's health, over the age of 40. Ladies, listen up, because this is good for you as well. The guys just got a little bit jealous because I've done so many pep talks on women's health, hormones, peptides, and etc. So guys, this is for you, but ladies, it makes sense for you to listen as well. So let's talk a little bit about this. So how do I transform my health using peptides over the age of 40? Look, I don't know if you know this, but once we get over the age of 30, our body's ability to make certain compounds in our system to signal our cells to go to work goes down drastically. In fact, some of the data shows that we lose some of our cell signaling technology in our body by really up to 90%. What are cell signaling technology we lose? Well, our body doesn't produce hormones anymore like it's supposed to. We don't make peptides as well as we used to. We don't take proteins from our diet and break them down and put it in as muscle as we used to. We lose the majority of our bacteria in our gut, in our microbiome that goes to work for our cells. We lose the ability to make certain enzymes. Our body just slowly starts to lose that process. That's the aging process. And you can either age gracefully, which is kind of a cop-out, if you will, of people saying, I'm just going to decline and deal with it. Or you can do the right things, take the right action steps, and improve the quality and function of your health. But in order to do that, you have to learn about you. Self-care is the real healthcare, but you got to understand about yourself and how you can take better care of yourself. Because the better you understand you, if you had a user's manual of you, you would learn how to take care of you more effectively. What are things that you can do? Every man, woman, and child should have a nutrigenomics saliva test, a genetic profile, a DNA discovery kit, if you will, that tells you how to eat, sleep, exercise, how your body responds to certain foods and chemicals and drugs. It's not difficult to do that, nor is it expensive. Then you need to have blood testing. Then you need to have stool samples. Why? So I know about my microbiome and I know the levels of toxicities and deficiencies in my body. Once I know the roadmap, I can go to where I need to go. You see, if you want to get to health, you got to know where you're currently at. If I'm in St. Louis and I want to get to Chicago, I got to know where St. Louis is and Chicago is on that map. So physiology doesn't lie. We test, we don't guess. But that being said, let me give you some insights on some peptides. So for many men, once you turn 40, and women, you lose a lot of cognitive and physical functions in the body and chemical functions. You have a higher susceptibility to menopause and andropause. Guys, we get the same type of deal women get. We get a certain age and our hormone function goes down. Women, that's called menopause. Guys, that's called andropause. And I'm sure many of you women can also relate to the fact that there might be a certain time of the month that your man's a little bit more itchy, twitchy, and you know what else. So it's not just ladies that have this. Guys, we have it. 20 to 30% of men over the age of 40 experience osteoporosis, weakening of the bone and softening of the muscles. This is not okay. And memory and mental sharpness often decline in the mid 40s as well. We get an increased weight gain and a reduction of muscle mass. That's a bad combination. That leads to the American dream, fat, sick, and nearly dead, and being 40 and 50 and feeling like you're an old man and just aging gracefully. No, we're not doing that. So you can get older and you can feel good, but you got to do the right thing. So let's talk a little bit about how peptides work. So peptides are a sequence of amino acids, and each peptide chain has different things it does. And by the way, it could be between 2 amino acids or up to 200 in the chain of amino acids. Due to their size and makeup, it's a little different of what each peptide does, but peptides have been clinically shown and have a wide range of benefits, including increasing growth hormone, increasing testosterone, increasing muscle mass, increasing BDNF function in the brain, helping protect that brain, improving quality of sleep, and getting your energy to come back. So how peptides can help men, especially over the age of 40, and women, but guys, here it is for you. They can make a drastic difference in how quick we recover from working and from going to the gym. A lot of us, we're all moved away from pain and towards pleasure. What if we could make it so it's pleasurable again to go to the gym? What if it felt good to push weight? What if it felt good to do work? That's what can happen if you get your body balanced with the right cell signaling technology. You can have all the protein powder, all the pre-workout, eat all the right clean foods, but if you don't have those worker bees, those peptides to put it to work, it ain't going to work. So men who have these problems with hormones and peptides typically can result in this: infertility, erectile dysfunction, muscle loss, loss of libido, breast tissue development, loss of bone mass and muscle tissue over time, and just feeling like an old freaking man. Well, fortunately, there are peptides that you can take that can improve luteinizing hormone, gonadotropin releasing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, gonadotropic growth hormone releasing hormone, which will bring muscles back up, which will reduce body fat, which will improve testosterone and can restore your body back to vitality again. It's really simple. And when you combine these with proper diet and exercise based off of your own genetic need and makeup, the results can really be life-changing. And men, I hate to use the word older men because we're not older in our 40s. I mean, I guess we're older than 30, but older men can actually start producing a productive life again. Like, this truly is the fountain of youth. It's not one thing, it's multiple things, but it needs to be geared towards you because remember, folks, self-care is real healthcare. So let's talk about peptides for weight loss. Okay, so guys, here's some big ones. Over the age of 40, AOD 9604. It's anti-obesity drug is what they call it. Peptide. Unlike other fat loss peptides, it stimulates lipolysis, which is the real breakdown of fat. Lipolysis is fat cells being destroyed and broken up. So it can really change your lipogenesis, the breakdown of fat, and it really helps your body with your body composition look, burning fat off your face, your hips, your love handles, all those kind of things. This really makes AOD 9604 one of the most effective and safest weight loss peptides on the market. Ipamorelin. Ipamorelin is another powerful peptide that increases your body's ability to burn fat and build muscle. And because ipamorelin helps the body produce human growth hormone naturally without side effects, it really truly is a game changer also for improvement of cognitive function. So if I'm over the age of 40, one of the peptides that I'm going to have in my routine, and I am over the age of 40, is ipamorelin. Okay. That's a big one. And an oral consumption of that is really good. CJC 1295, it aids in weight loss by stimulating the pituitary, helps with lean body muscle mass, and helps with fat metabolism. It also helps support fat oxidation. Let me explain this. We store toxins in our fat cells. So one of the reasons why the body won't burn fat is because there's stress on the liver. When you burn fat cells, think about a sponge. It squeezes out all these toxins that could have been in there for months, years, or decades. Your liver and other organs in the body have to process and filter that stuff out. If you have obesity, blood sugar issues, if you're over the age of 40, a lot of times your liver's struggling and you can't burn fat because of that. So if you use ipamorelin or CJC, it'll help your body burn that fat, and it has an antioxidant property to it. So it'll help keep the liver not so stressed out. Now there's other herbs, enzymes, things that you can do that'll help with that. There's a formula I take every morning called cell signaling formula that has a bunch of peptides and it has a slew of other nutrients in it that helps from an oxidative standpoint for the liver. And man, that's a game changer. CJC, when given to men and women over the age of 40, this is in the Journal of Hormone Research and Pediatrics even, they found CJC for 12 weeks showed an increase in growth hormone levels and reduced body weight by 1.6 times than the placebo without changing any diet or exercise. And that was fat lost around the abdominal area. And if you're like most guys over the age of 40, it's hard to get rid of that belly fat. You can't starve it away anymore because you don't have the peptide signaling to the hormones to do what it's supposed to do. So CJC can boost growth factor. That's a powerful tool. I told you about ipamorelin. One of the benefits of ipamorelin is it can suppress appetite as well. It actually does have a very similar property that GLP-1 agonist would, which will stimulate ghrelin and help balance insulin in the body. That's why I take ipamorelin every day. It also improves growth hormone, and it also reduces visceral fat and waist circumference. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Hormone and Metabolic Research showed that ipamorelin reduced visceral fat and waist circumference, and it improved IGF-1 in the body. That's huge. That's a big, big deal. So it's safe and it's effective. So here's some other ones. Best muscle growth peptides for men over the age of 40. CJC 1295 and ipamorelin combined together. That has been a game changer for a lot of people. Ipamorelin combined with sermorelin. That's the one I take. So I do an oral ipamorelin and I do an injectable sermorelin. There's a new formula getting ready to come on the market. That's a what do you call it? A weight loss as well. That's a oral form of sermorelin. Sorry, had a brain fart there. Sermorelin is a growth factor releasing hormone that helps boost the release of growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor. It works on the pituitary, and it doesn't show side effects. That's one of the reasons why we use this one, is because it improves growth factor so well, and it doesn't cause side effects. Sermorelin and ipamorelin together can boost muscle strength and cut body fat. Here's a study that was done. Men between the age of 50 and 70 years old, for 14 days were given ipamorelin and sermorelin together. They had placebo group and a non-placebo group. The placebo group did nothing after 6 months, and the test group after 6 months showed an increase in growth hormone and a reduction in body fat without having to change their diet. That's huge. You should change your diet, but that showed without it. BPC 157 is another peptide I take every day. If you're over the age of 40, please get on this one. At least I would highly consider it. BPC 157 is an essential peptide over the age of 40 due to its ability to speed up the body's rate of recovery of injuries and wounds. BPC 157 helps promote bone mineral density, so it can help with osteoporosis, osteopenia. Just so you know, loss of bone mineral density is one of the top leading causes of joint pain, okay? When you lose your minerals in your scaffolding of your bones, your body aches. You get achy bones and achy joints. It gets confused with arthritis a lot. So this can reduce the risk of osteoporosis, metabolic issues, and even fractures. That's a big issue. You should be taking this. Other studies have shown increase in healing of tendons. Here's a study that was done. People were studied on Achilles tendonitis and torn Achilles. It showed that the people who took BPC 157 had a quicker recovery post-surgery. In some instances, individuals were able to recover without the need of surgery by using that BPC 157. But combining peptides with lifestyle, that's the key. So guys, listen, all those peptides are beneficial. But if you think you're just going to take those peptides and poof, all of a sudden things are going to change, it don't work that way. I'm sorry. Just like in life, if you want something, you have to earn it. Okay. So what should you do? Number one, I would get a genetic profile to find out how you should eat, sleep, exercise, all that stuff for your gene makeup. That way you have your own guide. I would also get my body type figured out. What body type am I? Am I adrenal? Am I hormonal? Am I a liver body type, or am I a thyroid body type? I'd understand that. I'd also look and see what's my blood type. Based off of those three things, I have a pretty good idea of what I should be doing. Then I can eat well, sleep well, move well, think well, be well. You apply this with the right peptides and the right stress management technology, folks. Man, that's the key. The key is combining a positive lifestyle with the positive benefits of these amazing therapeutics. That's the key. It's also important to look at the safety side effects of all this stuff. You know, some of the side effects of peptides could be, you know, allergic reactions in some cases. It could be pain. It could be fatigue. It could be all kinds of stuff. It's very rare, but it could happen. But if you look at the side effects of not taking care of yourself, you look at the side effects of being fat, sick, and nearly dead, you look at the side effects of not having cell signaling in the body, that increases the aging process. So God gave us free will. You should have the free will to choose what you should and shouldn't do, but you should have the opportunity to choose that. So in closing, guys, go back, listen to this. Ladies, share this with your man. Ladies, this is good for you too, okay? Because peptides are peptides. But if you'll apply these peptides we talked about and the lifestyle things that we discussed in this podcast and others, that really is the key to taking your life to the next level. So folks, I'm going to encourage you to watch this podcast, go back again and again, take notes of it, share with your friends and family, go to our website, peptalk.world. That's peptalk.world. Like, share, and subscribe to all of our social media channels. And folks, you have questions, go to our website, go there, peptalk.world, put them in there, and I answer your questions live on all of our pep talks. So this is what we do, folks. So until we meet again, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the world. Stay smart out there, folks. And I'll see you next time. Be well.